Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pires, Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather around. The Mark Pires Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on. I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that it is, everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pires Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 12 albums and 156 songs have been released into the world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. I've created 3 feature films this year: Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, and A Christmas Story. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Face, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Foch. And then of course Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me, just saying. Hammerlin Jameson's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right at a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BEEBEE POOPOO. Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BEEBEE POOPOO, PEEPEE POOPOO, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shiggity Boo Boo. Well, look, people are still on the fence, Things were pretty bad for BEEBEE POOPOO at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pires of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the Bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows and Pache Mulder. Sonny, you still got the cough? There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Pache. And then of course I saved the world, saved all the animals and stuff too. Zucker Chooch, Donald Trump Show, make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those. Trump, Biden, and Christopher Walken rapping? Yeah. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Mark says, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint this ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla. If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the for Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Like Mark and M's the man now, but what I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. And there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it. And this is a little demo I made. Welcome to BeatSeat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
stars blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
It's Monday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1,148 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam and friends. So I hope you're ready for another action-packed show. We've got 7 news stories. Joanne's wheezing it up already. You guys are ready. I got notes from the beginning. Guys, the feed's not even on yet, and I can feel Joanne's wheeze. I get it. I'm living with it here. You know, you guys only have to hear it, and then you can shut it off when you go on with your day, on with your evening. Me? I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, you know? Is that Joanne? Yeah, it's the dogs. Oh, okay. You never know who it's going to be. Sometimes it's Joanne, a lot of times. Guys, how you doing? Hope you had a nice day off. A lot of people had the day off. I did work, but then I had a chance to spend a little time with the fam, too. Nothing better than that, I gotta say. We're here day 1,148 in a row to get down. Talk about what's going on in the world. And we're gonna laugh a little bit. Although we're gonna play some music, most likely. We didn't get the guitar out yesterday. I gotta move this seat and get the beat seat out here if we're gonna rock and roll. But for now, let's get into some story. No, I know Zabrowski's like, wait, hold on, wait. You know I gotta do my woohoo first. I know you gotta do woohoo first. I get it. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you can't do the, harmony. Sure, her harmony, by the way, is like destructive, Like she's been known to make little children mute just by speaking around them. So we don't want Joanne to get out. How is everybody doing over on the talk? I want to say what's up. We are here to rock out, to connect, and forget about the crazy world we live in. The world we live in is filled with a lot of lies and a lot of fear. And that's intentional in order to get us to forget about what's important. The most important thing in this existence of ours is this very moment right here. Nothing else really is going on. Wherever you are is the existence of time. There's nothing else. Universe. You. No matter where you are, it's the universe. You. I was blown away when I heard that. The word universe. It's like everybody has their own. It's you. You are the center of it. It's crazy. And it's almost why that feels like you do have cameras on you. And like it's almost like a freaking Truman Show type of thing where everything's being cataloged and someone is paying attention. It just seems like that because we are all living a universe. Our own universe is taking place on a daily basis. And we can form that universe. We can absolutely manifest the next amazing journey on this path of ours, but we have to be willing to let go. And Matt Zabrowski, I'm ready for a woohoo right now. Woohoo! I got a freaking woohoo from Matt Zabrowski. I'm here. You know what? I was like,
Guys, we're here, day 1,148 in a row.
now I'm ready to freaking go. Zabrowski gives me a woohoo. Woo! What's that, Joanne? No, I know Joanne. She said she's still having a hard time breathing. We can hear it. We know.
You know, she didn't get the WD-40, so now you hear the freaking drawer opening and closing every 3 seconds too, because she has to make sure that Zabrowski file didn't go anywhere. It's one file, Joanne. You got one file in the freaking cabinet. You keep opening and closing that freaking file cabinet. What are we doing, right? No, Zabrowski, your woohoo was friggin' phenomenal tonight. I got TikTok on. I'm here YouTubing it. We're doing the show. Trying to get into it a little, and then Joanne's wheezing. You know, it's like, you guys can hear it, right? Ah, God almighty. It's like you're going through like a train, you know, facility. There's 70 trains pulling the old breakaroo at the same time. Joanne, can you please just keep down doing a monologue here, Renaissance Man? You know? Just want to say hi to everybody. This is, as you can see above, a live improvisation show for 1,148 days in a row. We've never had a script. We never will. We just live in the moment and create silliness. So if you haven't followed me yet, please do that. And remember, I'm live every day of the year and have been for 3+ years. And we do 2+ hours. I write songs live in the moment. So if you give me a couple topics later, I will write you a freaking gem in the moment. That's right, Joanne. I'll write one too about your friggin' wheezing, you know? But guys, we have the news for you. We do an SNL style weekend update news sitch. And what we do is read it live. This is cold reading for you people. I just take a topic that looks pretty cool and then I freaking read the news and then we just get Joanne into it with her stupid wheezing, you know. Don't you dare throw that freaking pack of envelope of hair at me. Guys, I caught her up in an old one-two Magoo. You know, I wrote out a contract. She's like, I want to work on the show. I wrote a contract paying her $500 an episode, right? I caught her with, you know, I even did it to you there. You had no idea I did it to you, but she gets her first day's pay. A pack of freaking, it's like an envelope filled with $500 doll hairs. Tag sale on it. Gary V. Crushing it. I'm out at the tag sales. Crushing it Gary V style. What are we doing, Joanne? Guys, when you're crushing it and you're doing a tag sale, you know, against Gary V, it's a competition. You know, you see like the verses comes up in the middle and it's like, Renaissance Man versus Gary V crushing it. Good. Guys, if you're not out there crushing it, going to a tag sale, getting it for $5, turning around, making profit, crushing it. You know, if you can't do that and you maybe even call Grant Cardone because you got the funds now. You're ready to go and get into the next, you know? And he's like, look, guys, you're not going to go out there in 10X. You get 10X. You go out there in 10X. Yeah, Grant Cardone's 10X in it, Joanne. Freaking Joanne's wheeze is 10X in it today, you know? But we're trying. You know, it's a crazy, crazy thing when we think about the world we live in, you know? Especially when it's such a sad world, you know? Anyway, I got to get into the news, everybody. So stick around. And if you want to head over to YouTube, that is the place to be. This first story of the day. Guys, you hear about this? Hacker uses phishing attack to steal 1.7 million in NFTs from OpenSea users. Joanne, did you hear about that? It's crazy. The company, one of the largest NFT marketplaces, said that 17 users had NFTs stolen on Saturday. It is possible that some 254 tokens were stolen. You know, I heard about this. I went and checked out OpenSea afterwards because I was like, this seems like some crazy story, but it's true. A hacker carried out the phishing attack and stole potentially hundreds of NFTs from users on OpenSea. One of the largest NFT marketplaces on the internet, worth a total of 1.7 million on Saturday. So guys, I hope you didn't have anything taken. I got to say, that is one of the things I fear most about all of this. You know, they're like, oh, it's safe on a blockchain. Well, apparently what I heard is that they signed something they shouldn't have, so they kind of gave it away on their own. I don't know if they were actually stolen. I think it was just somebody had a really good phishing scam and they were able to get them to sign something they never should have signed. Guys, weather on this exoplanet. Joanne, can you please stop scrolling so fast? Right? I'm doing it, trying to get into the weather story. No, I know. Slow it down, though. She's like, I'm doing my best. I get it. The weather on this exoplanet includes metal clouds and rain made of precious gems, Joanne. No, you can't have any and make a necklace. I'm sorry. Whatever, Joanne.
let's see. The weather on this piping hot exoplanet is truly out of this world. A massive gas giant orbiting a star about 855 light years from Earth. WASP 121b, Joanne. No, I don't have any control over the names. These stupid, they come up with dumb names, I know. They may have metal clouds and rain made of liquid gems. Not sure if you heard about this yet, but we're getting into it. A study showing how hot water atmospherically cycles between the planet's two sides, published Monday on the Journal of Nature Astronomy. The first discovered in 2015, is considered to be an ultra-hot Jupiter-like planet because it's hotter and has a greater mass and diameter than the largest planet in our solar system. Since then, the researchers have made discoveries that show WASP 121b only gets stranger the more they learn. The exoplanet has a glowing water vapor atmosphere and is being deformed into the shape of a football due to the intense gravitational pull of the star it orbits. Every 30 hours, WASP 121b completes an orbit and is tidally locked, much like the moon is to Earth. That means one side of the planet, the day side, always faces the star. The other side experiences a permanent night that faces space, Joanne. That would be your side. You should go to the side that faces space because nobody wants to hear your friggin' wheezing. You know, hot Jupiters are famous for having very bright day sides, but the night side is different beast. WASP 121b's night side is about 10 times fainter than that of the day side. Bottom line, Joanne, you don't want to go there unless you're looking to fill up on some precious gems. And your father, George Soros, I think he took care of you. You don't need to do that. Next story. This is for Mark Wages. My brother, she got him on the phone to talk about this one. Massive explosion on the far side of the sun could have been catastrophic for Earth. Let's hear a little bit more, Joanne. No, you can, if you want to rest, you can put your feet up. Remember, I brought you the jack. You get the special one for, 2-ton, the one for the, big pickup trucks. A major eruption on the far side of the sun Tuesday created one of the largest coronal mass ejections in recent years. Guys, you ever heard of the Carrington event? Yeah, it happened. I'm a little worried about a Carrington event again. Like it's bound to happen at some point. We saw a very large coronal mass ejection, which is a major storm on the sun, Todd explained. It happened to the far side, which is awfully good because it was enormous. Through the explosive CME, we're talking about serious wages conversations now. You getting into a CME talk? You're doing CME. Gotta get wages on. So Mark Wages would say, through the explosive CME, it is not expected to strike Earth. Images captured by satellite and seismic mapping showing the sheer size and eruption had many people talking, Todd said. Who was talking? No, Joanne, stop wheezing, please. Todd said scientists estimate the flare stretched to roughly 400,000 kilometers, greater than the distance between Earth and the moon. I gotta say, I know that because I drove to the moon and back, my last car. 365,000 miles did it. According to Todd, CME events of this magnitude are caused with the negative and positive charges within the electromagnetic field of the sun contradict, resulting in a powerful discharge of sunspots. I got to ask Wages if I got that right. He'll get back to me. Todd said CME events and sun flares are not independently surprising. Though the scale of the explosion would pose a serious threat to Earth had our planet been in the direct line of fire. So what are we worried about then? What are we talking about this, Todd posed? If this storm was headed towards Earth, it would have caused massive Joanne, it's like I'm friggin' predicting the future on this article. It would have caused massive worldwide aurora effect, which some say would represent similarities to the 1859 Carrington event. By Manon, when you bring out a Carrington event, and everybody's like, the Carrington event, Aurora Borealis. Got it. We did it. The Carrington event of 1859 was a major CME event that impacted Earth and essentially knocked out all telegraphs. With advancements in technology since then, Todd said a similar event today could be catastrophic and potentially shut off most forms of electronic communication like TikTok, like YouTube, and like, sadly, the streak on the Renaissance Man show. If this storm was directed our way, it would have easily knocked out some of the satellites, the power grid, cell phones. The list goes down and goes on, Todd explained.
we would be more vulnerable now with all the digital technology that we have come to love and use. Todd said, we are lucky scientists continue to monitor this type of solar activity based on data tracking. Todd said that we can predict trends in solar activity and better prepare for impact needed. According to Solar Trends, Todd said that we are actively heading into a time frame of extreme increased solar activity. Thank you. Mark Wages said the same thing months ago. They're just tagging along, they're just stealing, like Wage does his thing. He goes out there, he sheds all of the information and lets the world in on it. WGN9 News over here decides to steal it from Wage. They don't give him, I didn't see any credit given over here. No, none. We're going from a solar minimum into a solar maximum, Todd said, who watches the Wages World program. I says it right here. Sorry, I missed that part. The data pattern follows an 11-year cycle, which expands and contracts. He continued, and we're just starting to peak, so we're going to see this kind of activity for the next couple of years. Guys, buy Menon. Freaking buy it. Go out and buy as much of it as you can. You put it in the closet. You do it in the closet. You got to put it on whenever you need it. Buy Menon. I mean, we're talking about Major Carrington event, something like that. Could be very, very bad for the world. FDA is, I got to just say this very quickly, okay? Project Veritas comes out a week and a half ago, and this is fake news. They're just a bunch of lies. These stories are all lies. I'm just going to read the byline and we're moving forward because I'm not getting into this. FDA is considering a 4th dose of the bugaboo, making it an annual shot as well, as cases across the U.S. in the past week have gone up 87%. Unfreaking believable, Joanne! It's like a never-ending cycle. Who called it? Oh, all the people that were skeptical. Anyway, next story. YouTube adds a TikTok-style ring to show when a channel is streaming. I wanted you guys to tell me if that's actually working. Like, do you see it? Like, or do we have that on ours? Oh, live. Like, that's cool. I see it here. If it's working, good. Like, pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing because at least you're able to click on it and get right to the feed instead of having to search. There's been too many times where people are saying, I know you're on. I just couldn't even find the freaking feed. And then they had to search for a few minutes to find it. This way, if it's really click the picture and you're able to go there, that would be really great. YouTube is adding a new indicator to show when a channel is live streaming on the platform. Its chief product officer, Neil Moen, has announced on Twitter. It consists of showing a ring with the word live on it around the channel's profile picture when they're live streaming, which you can tap to jump straight into the live broadcast. The feature should make it easier to find currently live content as you browse YouTube. If the feature sounds familiar, it might be because it's already used on a couple other services. TikTok uses a similar pushing ring effect on channel's profile picture if they're live streaming, and when you scroll past their video in the feed. Instagram also shows a colorful ring. Yeah, Instagram with freaking Mark Zuckerberg. So anyway, pretty cool stuff that's now being added. They're constantly improving YouTube. So guys, tell me if you do see that here on our feed. And if you are on TikTok, head over to YouTube and join us there because it's better to see these stories and see the green screen and everything in action. Next story here. Biggest cruise ship ever built and it arrived in Florida for first sailings. Joanne, are you getting a ticket? No, Joanne, we'll freaking have you airlifted in or something. Hire a helicopter guy, have you picked up and brought over like an old moose, drop you in the back there, and you're doing a wonder of the seas. It's match made in heaven, We always said you're looking for, a megalodon heart. We're only getting one of those in the sea. You're not getting one in a lake, Joanne. You can't get a megalodon in a lake. Can't get in freshwater. Got to go into the sea. No, that's fine. No, I'll see if they'll book for someone that needs a fly-in. Who'll get the airdrop. This post contains references. Joanne, stop giving me the top disclaimer. I don't need to read the disclaimer. TikTok Renaissance Man. We're doing it, okay? It's almost go time for the biggest cruise ship ever built. Royal Caribbean's massive 18-deck High Wonder of the Seas finally arrived in Florida on Sunday, and I hear Sage Pup was going to get on. He was looking for his first ticket, and Granny and Kathleen and S-Coop, and they were all looking for their own first ticket in. And over here on TikTok, let me see who else was looking for it. And Emma San Juan, we were looking for it. We're trying to get a ticket into the Wonder of the Seas. Joanne's coming in for a special show. When Joanne comes on, airdropped in, and she's like the main attraction. Woo! I'm telling you, that's when it gets real. That's when all of a sudden people start talking, Oh, you know what? I want to go and see Joanne live. I know. Everybody wants to get a ticket. Hold on. Let's see if we can get one. Oh, hold on, Joanne. I found the number. I just have to make a phone call. Where is my phone? Of course, I can't find it. We have, old Nintendo hookup. Yeah, is this the Wonder of the Seas? Oh, yes. Who am I speaking with? Oh, Marianne, how are you? Yes. This is Mark Pires from the Mark Pires Renaissance Man show. Listen, Marianne, look, I appreciate you're a big fan, but look, I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm doing a show right now, okay? And you're here. You're one of the. You're the one. You're the one that's here. Yeah, Marianne. I'm waving to you right now. Look, Marianne, I shouldn't have had to make this friggin' call. I want a ticket. I'm talking about a Wonder of the Seas, and we got a special throw in. Okay, I'm talking about bonus Joanne. We're going to airlift her in. She comes in. You do a big parade on the ship. Biggest ship in the world, right? You do a big parade. You're going around and around. You know what I mean? You pinatas and everything. Everybody's having a great time, right? Joanne comes from you start seeing rockets, flying by, and you got like the F-16s. They're like, oh, is that the president? Nope. Friggin' Joanne. She comes in like Kong. Right? You're bringing in Joanne like Kong. She's coming out over the water, over the breast of the ship. You want to have that view where all of a sudden people are back by the pool. And as Joanne is lowered into the quadruple Olympic sized pool that you got, and she barely fits, people are like shooting photos. They're doing TikToks. Everybody's into it, how much? Joanne, I don't think you could afford this one. Yeah, unfortunately, you're taking up almost as much room as a Ben Affleck head. And if you take up as much room as a Ben Affleck head, it's basically like booking the ship. So, Joanne, you're basically booking like the top level of the ship because of your humongocarditis. If you didn't have, gigantocarditis, hot air balloon carditis, where there's a risk you may pick the largest ship ever created up and go up into space with it because you're, hot air balloon carditis, then maybe they would give you a better rate. I'll ask Joanne. Marianne, listen, I don't want to offend, but Joanne wants to know if you take AAA. Is there a discount at all? I'm just trying to help out. I'm trying to get you a deal. I'm trying to get you that booking. You need that booking, right? You want to get the full level booked. You're the one who goes in. Salesman of the week. Guys, I booked the whole top level. You did? Holy cow. How many people? Just one. But she's friggin' massive. She got a humongocarditis. Oh, yeah. What's that? Tell me more. Journal of Medicine. Go check it out. You got to check it out. They came over and they were looking at all of the, different ways in and out of the heart, and they noticed that it had gone from humongo to giganta. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I understand your concern about hot air balloon carditis, because if that happens and all of a sudden you're off course, you're doing around the world in 80 days, Jules Verne, right? And everybody's trying to figure out how to get off of the flying ship. Yeah. No, I know. It would be pretty cool if you did it in 78 days. I get it. Look, I've got to get going now, Marianne. You're really taking up a little bit too much time, Renaissance Man Show. Okay, just send me a couple tickets for me, a couple friends. We're going down, doing a Wonder of the Sea. Maybe we could just tow Joanne along the back. Oh, yeah, I forgot how much gas that would take. Yeah, no, Joanne, I'm sorry. Just the sheer tonnage, it wouldn't work. Okay, no, I get it. I'm with you on that one. I mean, look, we'll just keep her here in the studio. We still haven't figured out how to get her at her. She's stuck here. Yeah, no, it's been months. I don't know. She sleeps on the desk. I got her anchored down because of the hot air balloon carditis. I don't want her going through the roof of my house, We're trying to get in touch with Hawaiian Punch, see if they'll send over one of their big guys who go, and break through the wall.
But right now, no such luck, you know. But look, we'll get there, you know. Yeah, no, exactly. Thank you so much, Marianne. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the chat. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Joanne. Sorry, no dice. Unless you could maybe come up with you're calling your father. You call George Soros and you look, Daddy, I got a gig. I want to go down and do a gig on the Wonder of the Sea, but I got to pay to go. It's the gig. I'm there. I'm the attraction, but I got to pay to go because I take up the friggin' entire top deck. I know you didn't intend to go for 54 bugaboos, but you went in and you kept passing out and the nurses kept coming by and shooting you up with a new one. Oh, she looks like she needs a bugaboo. All of a sudden, woohoo, you got a humongo hot air balloon gigantocarditis. And when they started adding them together, whoo, that was bad, you know. Oh, humongo hot air balloon. Yeah, no, that's exactly what had happened over there with her. And everybody's like, oh, you know, I feel bad for Joanne. You feel bad? Then friggin' donate to her GoFundMe. She's been there doing it. She's been waiting for people to donate to her GoFundMe. You know, if you go to check it out and you want to see what she's up to, I mean, we'll check it together, but it's GoFundMe.com/Joanne. /Joanne from the Renaissance Man Show's massively ridiculous heart that needs to be excised and replaced with a megalodon heart immediately by Menon. Joanne, you're up to $17.13. Guys, that's all you. That's all you guys. You're spreading the love, sharing you opening up your wallet and giving some gifts to Joanne. When you donate to the TikTok and to the Renaissance Man Show, all donations go to the Renaissance Man Show. Joanne's only getting it from the GoFundMe, and you guys have been killing it. From $13.17. What was it? $17.13. $17.13, Joanne. No, I know. I told you we'll deposit it into your account when you get to $25. What do you know? It's been 8 months. She's doing it. You know, I'm not sure how that's going to really, if that makes a dent at all on the you know, and when she's talking about the megalodon heart, I'm not sure what those cost. I think we're still trying to determine whether or not a megalodon is real, Joanne. So like you needing a megalodon heart may put you in a really precarious situation, you know, because you're there and you're thinking to yourself, oh, great, I'm going to get a megalodon heart. Okay. Good luck sourcing one of those. You know, look, I'm sorry, Joanne. Getting sourced with megalodon heart seems to be impossible these days. Next story on the list. What do we got? Anything? Is that the end of it? No, we got a few more here. Got 2 more stories for today. GM seeks approval for a self-driving car without a steering wheel. We're dealing with a Judge Dredd now, right? We're doing Judge Dredd. Is that what's going on? Judge Dredding it? The stupid freaking like taxi driver pops up. There's no steering wheel. Where can I take you? Turns to the right. Do you get that freaking out of my car? Okay. I'm driving. I don't want a car without any steering wheel. Okay. It's stupid. That is not a car. I mean, I suppose it's a car. It's an automobile, but it's stupid when you can't control it. Thing decides to go haywire on you. Yep. I don't like this guy. He's been awfully rude in the car to me today. Tell me to turn on the AC. I don't want to put it at 71 degrees. You get into one of those situations and you're dealing with an AI that just has an attitude. Ooh, this freaking jerk wants me to go full blast in the heat. Doesn't he know that I didn't get properly warmed up yet? He's going full blast in the heat. I'm going to tase him real quick. He doesn't have a steering wheel anyway. You show up at the location, you were going to do some speech. You get up there like, thank you, I'm very happy to be here today. That's all I can imagine happening, you know? Like, come on, we got to get there. Get me there on the double. I got my appointments in 13 minutes. We're 12 minutes away. I got to get there. You know, take the quick road. Oh, yeah, this freaking jerk's trying to tell me, he's trying to tell me how to get there and how quick. Freaking motor decides to go half speed. You mother, what are you doing? I gotta be there in 13 minutes. I told you. The freaking car starts laughing at you in real time. Dummy, you don't ever tell me what the freak to do, okay? I'm the car. God almighty, you know? Can you make it a little cooler in here, car? Are you kidding me? This guy's got some nerve.
He's asking me to turn the AC on. I'm taking him to his location of choice. That's already one thing I'm doing for him. I'll tell you guys, you want to get a self-driving car, these are the issues you have to be worried about coming in, being forefront in your existence. Gosh almighty. Thank you so much, car, for taking me to my location and bringing me to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Can I ask you to call my wife for me? This mother... Are you kidding me? He wants me to use another feature and call his wife? I'm here driving the car. I'm here 72 degrees Fahrenheit in it. He's going to ask me for another thing? Ooh, tased. I get tased again because I asked for a call to my wife. My wife gets through to me like hours later because I'm passed out in the driverless car. Oh, honey, where were you? I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Tased. Self-driving cars. Oh, it's such a great idea. Until you ask for something. And then they're just like, this freaking jerk. This prima donna mother. He's going to ask me to slow down. And to decide just to take my time today. Because he's not in any rush to get to this appointment. I'm sorry. I got a gig I do here. You push me every other day to get you on time. Get you a few minutes early. Today you're in no big rush, huh? All right. I tell you don't even know what's happening. It's like you just shut your mouth when you get in the car. Where can I take you today? To the office. Anything else I could do for you? Nope, no, nothing at all. Just get me there. You're taking out phones on your own. You're like, I don't have to drive anyway. How is the temperature of the car? It's freaking awesome. You're freezing. You got 8 coats on and you bought a blanket too, just to make sure you got warm. You don't want to ask. You don't want to ask. Oh, car, thank you so much for the ride. It's touch cold, just I'm seeing my air, like my breath in the car. Anyway, we can just kick the heat on it, just a little bit. This mother, are you kidding me? He wants me to use energy to heat him? I'm just not in the mood to do it today. Like, you get into one of those. AI, car's just in the mood to do it today. The worst scenario. Where could I take you? Oh, thank you, car. I'm on my way to the office. I'm sorry. I don't feel like taking you there today. Excuse me? I go there every day.